waste time. I'll never be this young. I'll never be this young again. Don't wanna chase highs when I'm
Hi
too
guys,
worn out.
good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from today. I bring you an update from IRCC on the Spousal Open Work Permit. So, recently, IRCC had announced that there will be changes in the Spousal Open Work Permit. So yesterday, March 19th, it went into effect. So what that means is that if you had applied before March 19, if you had submitted your application and you're going for a diploma program, let's say a graduate diploma or advanced diploma or post-secondary diploma, you are no longer eligible to apply for spousal open work permit for your spouse or for your common law partner. So, but if you had already applied before yesterday, March 19, then you're good to go. You're still okay. So you don't have to be scared of anything. Let's say you got your attestation letter before now, or you had applied since last year, maybe December, or before the January that the policy came on board. If you had already applied, don't be scared. It is still fine. If you have been waiting, you had already applied for your study permit and you included your spouse for the spousal open work permit, you are still good. You're good to go. But if you have not applied before yesterday, March 19, and you are going for anything diploma, then your spouse will not be qualified. You will not be eligible for this spousal open work permit anymore. But if you're going for master's degree program or PhD program, then fine. This is not in any way going to affect you. So you're still good to go. Okay? You're still good to go. I hope the color is good. Okay. So if you're going for masters, chill. You're fine. If you're going for PhD, you're okay. So on other people that do not need to be scared or do not need to care about this update are the people, I'm going to leave their list in this video. So the people that are going for bachelor's degree, so let's say you're still going for bachelor's degree and you're going for uh program, you are still good to go. So people that are the people that have these exceptions are for spouses or partners of undergraduates. So if you're going for undergraduates, like I said, if you're an undergraduate student or you are a spouse of an undergraduate student in one of these following professions I'm going to mention, then you don't have a problem. You will still have your spousal open work permit. So the doctors of dental surgery, DDS, and DMD, Bachelor of Law or Juris Doctor, Doctor of Medicine, Doctor of Optometry, Pharmacy. People that are going for pharmacy for undergraduate means you're going to study for 4 years. So, Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Education, Bachelor of Engineering. So spouses and partners applying for an SOWP, which is spousal open work permit, they must also still provide documents that prove the relationship. So it means that if you are claiming to be a spouse of a student studying in one of these professions I just mentioned, it means that you will still prove the relationship. So you're still going to submit proof of relationship, and proof of relationship, I would say, is marriage certificate. So marriage certificate is proof of relationship that yes, you're married to this person. Okay. So if you are a spouse to any or to a student that is studying any of these professions I just mentioned, then fine and good, you can still go ahead and apply for your spousal open work permit. Okay, then if you are already in Canada, maybe your spouse is studying for all these undergraduate diplomas I just mentioned that are affected. Let's say your wife is doing an advanced diploma or a graduate diploma or post-secondary diploma, and you're already in Canada, and maybe let's say your work permit has just expired. Don't worry, if you already had it and it just expired, go ahead and extend it. It does not affect you in any way because you already have it. Your spouse, who is the student, has already been a student, so it does not in any way affect you. I'm just going to recap it again just so we'll be sure who and who is exempted, or who and who is has the exception to this I'm mentioning. So we're talking about the spousal open work permit. I just bring you this update because, like I said, I promise you guys I'm gonna be giving you updates from the IRCC office. So that is it. If you are studying anything diploma, advanced diploma, graduate diploma, post-secondary diploma, you are not you are no longer, your spouse is no longer eligible for spousal open work permit. Please, no longer eligible. But good news, I'm a bearer of good news. The good news is that if you are coming for masters, which I will encourage you to, if you have not applied before, if you're just doing it now, if you're coming for masters, your spouse is good to go. Please go ahead and apply for spousal open work permit for your spouse. You're good. If you're coming for PhD, you are good to go. You don't have problem. Your spouse will still get their open work permit to stay in Canada. If you're coming for undergraduate, if you're coming for that 4-year program, it means you're just coming as an undergraduate student and you are going to study any of these things I just mentioned. I'm still going to put the list on this video on the so you can look at it. If you are a spouse to a student that is in any of this program, you are still good to go. Please go ahead and apply for your spousal open work permit. You're still eligible. Now, if you're already in Canada with your spouse is the student, right? Remember, we're talking about spousal open work permit. So it means that the other person is the student. So let's say you and your wife or you and your husband, you're already inside Canada. And the only thing is that your work permit, who the spouse now I'm talking about. So let's say your work permit is expiring now, or is about to expire, or has expired as at yesterday or 2 days ago. No problem. You can still go ahead and extend your work permit. You're fine. So this update is only affecting those that are not in any of this category. So if you're going for a BSc that is in a different program at all, a different field, your spouse is not eligible. So it's only for those that are going for these particular programs I just mentioned. If they update again, if there is any other update, if they decide to update it further, I'm still going to bring you the update. So, but for now, this is what they said. These are the only people that are exempted from this whole spousal work permit ineligible. So I will just put here what you need for the what they will accept as proof. So if you have you will need to have a valid letter of acceptance, the LOA, from a designated learning institution, which is DLI. So the school must have DLI, must be accredited, and not just DLI. Let me tell you, some schools have DLI numbers, but they are not even PGWP approved. So do well to make sure that the school you are applying to or for is PGWP eligible. So proof of enrollment letter from your spouse. So this spouse now that is the one applying, you need to have proof of the enrollment letter from your spouse school. Okay, transcripts from your spouse or partner's current program. So let's say if this person has already been enrolled and has already done one semester, they can give you their enrollment letter and their first semester transcript. All right, okay. But if you have already applied, IRCC is telling us that those who already apply for the SOWP, the Spousal Open Work Permit, before yesterday, March 19, are still eligible if their partner is, meet all those, if their partner has a valid study permit, is eligible for a postgraduate work permit, which is the PGWP. Like I said, make sure the student, make sure that the school you are applying to is PGWP accredited. It's okay for all schools to have DLI. I've seen some schools, in fact, I've even gone to, I myself, I have the experience. So some schools will have the DLI, but they are not PGWP approved. So please make sure the student, make sure that your school is accredited before you start talking about spousal own. So it's a full-time, you have to be a full-time student. You cannot go and study part-time and expect all these things. So you must be a full-time student at one of these types of schools. A public post-secondary school, such as a college or university. And if you are going to Quebec, so it has to have CEGEP, that is for Quebec. A private college level school in Quebec is also okay. A Canadian private school that can legally award degrees under provincial law. For example, a bachelor's or master's or doctorate degree, like I earlier mentioned. These requirements are same, they are same for current SOWP holders who apply to extend their existing permit. So that is it. If you are not eligible, then you can apply for students. Maybe you can just apply for study permit and join your spouse to study. Okay, so that is it, guys. If you still need further clarifications on what I've just said, if you don't understand, if you still feel like you're lost, please reach out to me and I will explain. I'm always ready to explain. So my top priority is for you to succeed. My top priority is for you to get it right. And my top priority for you is for your dream, your jackpot dream to come true. So please, if you already applied before March 19, like I said, please don't bother. But if you're not, you can either decide to change program now, or don't worry. Maybe when you get your PR, you can invite your spouse, or your spouse can come as a visitor and decide to still be a student too. So guys, that will be all for today. If any update comes up again on this, I'm still going to update you guys. Thank you so much for always being here with me. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing to your friends. A lot of people are sharing my videos to their friends. I say thank you so much. You guys are the reason why I am still pushing and still posting. Thank you, and until I come your way again next time, peace and love.